What we're going to do is talk about winter plowing, even though it's summertime. Come October, what we do is our snow blowers are in the container. We'll take them out, bring them inside the building, service them, make sure they all work. We'll put the plows on the truck, make sure they all work, and then we're ready for the first snowstorm. If, for example, it's going to snow tomorrow, whoever's on call, I will have them take the plow truck home, and they will come in an hour early. And the first thing they do is plow the parking lot for the office. This is what they plow here. And get this open up, this area. They plow it towards the grass, and they can push some snow down at the end and push it over. And then they go inside the plant. So now we'll walk down. Ready? Okay. Now, once the office parking lot is plowed, open the gate, and you basically come straight down about halfway to somewhere where those manholes are. Just push it down, clear this area right here, and then you make your turn and you plow everything from the building to the fence. So we're just gonna, just a straight line. We'll come over here a little further. So what they're going to do is they're just going to go straight down there and clean that area, come back, and then take the snow that's here and push it down towards where the white van is. That's an area that we stockpile the snow, that we can pick it up at a later time. If the snowstorm is all over, that's what's the first thing you do. Then what we're going to do is get the snow blowers out, and we'll clean around the buildings. Make 3 or 4 passes around the grit removal system in front of the building, behind this side, come down here and just clean up all the excess when the snowstorm is over. If it's going to snow all day, the only thing we're going to keep care of is the parking lot for the office. This area here, push everything, in front of the garage doors, down to the van, and the back area. And that's all we do until the snowstorm is over. Then once it's over, we will go around with the snow blowers. And then we have to take the snow blowers and go around the holding tanks. This area in here gets all snow blowed because it can't get a vehicle in there. Between the B&R tanks and the IFAS tanks, this all gets snow blowed. This back area here, you can sweep some of the snow in, but because of a tank, there's a splitter box right there. This area here has to be all snow blowed. So we'll walk over there now. What we do is, now we've got this area's got to be plowed. Because we've snow blowed from the building out a couple of paths, a truck can come in, sweep all the snow, bring it up to here and stop. So he clears this area. Then he can go around back, because he's already pushed the snow this way, sweep around, and then come in the front and take most of the snow and push it right to where that trailer is, right next to the chlorine contact tank. Most important, the loader is not used to push snow. The only thing the loader is used for is after it's all piled up and we get some time, and later in the week, we can pick that snow up and take it out, and we dump it on the other side of the fence. The loader is too big to be going in here. The ground is too uneven, and something's going to get broke. So just use the plow trucks only. Then from this area, once this is cleaned, the snow blower will take a couple of trails out beyond the fire hydrants so that the plow trucks can get in and just sweep around and push it down to the between the clarifiers, or you can use a small John Deere 110. Okay, this area behind by the propane tank, that area, all where the truck is parked, all the snow gets pushed kind of towards the telephone pole. Then the rest of it can come down, go right through here and down, and we pile up where the green area is. And then we have to get the snow blowers in to go around the building so that we can put our manganese hydroxide in and our pack. Their tanks will come in, their tankers will come in this direction and park, and they just got to get around this side of the building. But you don't get this in this area here. This is all hand snow blowed. Most of the time we snow blow it out, then we just take care of it with the plow truck. So again, you know, this area in here is snow blowed. In here is all snow blowed. You know, if you can't safely get there with a tractor, use a snow blower. But you got to make sure that the area is clean behind the buildings, and you want to take a trail, make a trail behind the buildings to the fill pipes. That's where we'll go now. And then this is down here is the path. Right here. So we got to snow blow this area. And the other thing we do in October is walk around and pick things up. For example, this piece of strapping, not good for the snowblower. If it gets caught in there, you're going to do some damage. Clean up this whole back area so you can get back in here. That probably wants to be up in the front where we first do things.
Yeah.
Now the barrows stay because the back of the truck comes in this area. As he unhooks, he will put his hose on this barrel and then hook on so that we don't have any strain on this pipe. So it's just a nice fitting. And the same thing down there, we'll move a barrel. Oh, water. And this is what we do. So where we can't get the vehicles, use the snowblower and just push it out for them to do it, and do it safely. So that takes, I think, oh yeah. Next thing, is you take the snowblower and go right down the walkway and clear this out, because that's what we have to read. And then you got to come in here and do a little shoveling, shovel the snow off of this, maybe put some ice melt on it so nobody slips. When we're all done, and if it's going to stay cold, then we have the sander on the John Deere 110. We'll just sand and salt the area, especially the office and wherever we're going to be walking. Right here, you make a couple of passes with the snowblower. You throw it out. You don't use the 1 ton because the 1 ton is a little bit too big to get in here. You can use the pickup trucks, or come right in. You take the snow and you push it all down to that end. And then get the little John Deere tractor out, and it's easier for him to go and clean this because he's smaller, more maneuverable. You've got power boxes, you've got bullets, I think they're called. And you don't need to be backing into anything like that. And then you just have to clean around. That's the pump with the scum box in. Clean that all around, shovel off the top of it, and the walkway going out. We're way out in the middle there where the gearbox is, all that has to be shoveled so that we can get to it. And that's what we do at every snowstorm.